A lot of you have asked how I manage to store everything in such a small home, especially with the limited space in a typical European apartment like mine over here in Berlin. So in this video, I'll share a few ways I organize things to keep everything accessible and hopefully give you some ideas for your own space too. We all have our little obsessions, and for me it's linens. I found these boxes on Amazon. They've got lids, a waterproof inner lining and a soft fabric-like outer layer. To keep things even more organized, I like to sort them into 3 piles: a main pile, a backup pile and a declutter pile. I just use simple post-its to label each one and then work from there. I try to keep my cushion covers neatly visible, but for the extras, these boxes that I just shared with you are perfect. Now mainly my cushions are usually tucked into this bit of an odd spot, the TV console. It may not look like much space, but it does the trick. This way I can rotate them regularly, and if I bring in anything new, I make sure to declutter the older ones first. Basically, this method allows me to store a little more than that can fit into the TV console. Now for me, another helpful step has been figuring out what I no longer need or use. For me, that was basically stationery items. Turns out I really just need a few basics, mostly supplies for labeling, packaging and such things. So I decluttered all the extras and kept only what I actually reach for. After that, I was left with just a small collection, so I created a mini pull-out stationery tray. It holds all my essentials and stays tucked away out of sight. You can do the same with a flatter or wider tray, just pop it inside a cupboard or cabinet. To make the most of every little corner in my home, I've started using the back spaces inside the cabinets that are perfect for things I don't need all the time. For example, I use the back of the TV cabinet and any small gaps nearby to tuck away extra pack of things I like to keep on hand. One of my go-to tricks for saving space is to buy things that already come with their own organizing system and in compact packaging. Take tools for example. We all need a drill or screwdriver now and then, especially for assembling furniture. But instead of picking up just anything, I look for mini but sturdy options. This way I avoid buying duplicates. We often go for one basic item thinking that it's enough, but in the long run, especially when you're setting up a home, you'll probably need the rest too. I also use organizers like these ones from IKEA to store all sorts of odds and ends, from hardware bits to different types of tape. It's all about using the space you've got, even the spots you'd usually overlook. Another trick I love for saving space is buying multiples of the same type. When things are the same size or shape, they stack or nest easily. Like my spatula holders, I've got 4 and they stack right into each other. Same with my fridge containers. They fit neatly inside one another, both in the drawer and in the fridge as well. The glass boxes that I use in this drawer are mostly matching pieces, which keeps everything tidy and easy to store. This is especially helpful for stacking with limited space and smaller homes.
And all the things I didn't say, wrecking balls inside my brain, standing tall with all my
Another important area is the vanity. But what do you do when you have no space whatsoever? But I found a small open section in my wardrobe and that became my little vanity zone. I use transparent drawers like containers in different sizes, and the great thing is they all stack really nicely. This is where I keep not the big skincare bottles, but the things I reach for regularly like scrunchies, go-to earrings, lipsticks and other such must-haves.
woman tied to your loving.
It may be a small setup, but it makes getting ready much faster and easier, and it proves you can create functional zones even when space is so limited.
With all my faiths, empty voices in my head, and they will always be around until I found the one again.
Let's talk about organizing the most unorganized things in the home because, yes, we all have them. I've started using storage benches just like this one to hold all the random extras cutting boards, platters, large trays, and such things. It might seem like an odd spot, but I work with what I've got. And here's my rule if it doesn't fit in this space, it has to go. That's how I keep myself in check. If I want more, I know I need to declutter first. But this doesn't mean I can't keep the things I truly enjoy using. It's all about balance. Even if the storage isn't perfect, it's still meaningful and functional for my space. It's these little hiding spots that make everyday life feel just a bit more put together. And I'm not above a bit of hidden storage either. I make use of the extra space inside the baskets too. For example, I tuck in cleaning gloves and even my gardening shears, things I don't need often but still want them close by. I've even placed a lazy Susan under the coffee table with a little basket that holds my nail polishes and other such things that I need right here. I know organizers get mixed reviews these days. Some people think they're overrated, but for me, they've been a total game changer. And honestly, I rely on them a lot to keep this small apartment running smoothly. Here are a few of my favorites. Lazy Susans, perfect for those hard to reach corners. Drawer dividers, they add much needed structure and definition. Cup holders, great for using up that valuable vertical space. Small bins inside drawers to keep things from sliding all over the place. Pull-out wardrobe organizers, especially helpful for keeping socks and smaller items nice and neat. Baskets with lids, ideal for hiding away all the extra stuff. This may seem small, but together they make a huge impact in this house. After doing all of this, I've learned that the best way to keep a home in shape is actually quite simple: let things go. Luckily, I'm not someone who struggles too much with decluttering. Even if I'm attached to something, I try to remind myself that it might be more meaningful to someone else right now. Take that nail polish basket I showed you earlier. I went through it, cleared out the shades I don't use, and shifted the basics into a smaller container. Same with this kitchen drawer. It used to be packed with jars, but when it got overwhelming, I knew it was time to declutter and rearrange. And it doesn't stop there. I've regularly cut down my cushion covers, tablecloths, bed sheets, and even crockery over time. Little by little, it all adds up. I've also shared a few ideas in another video on how to hide and organize the little things around the house. If you're interested, the link is in the description box. Feel free to check it out. Simple rules I live by: stick to real plants over fake ones. Not that I don't have any faux plants at all, but real ones don't need extra storage. They're always out on display, bringing life to a space. If I do use fake plants, they're usually styled in a way that adds to the decor, not hidden anywhere in the backup. I also love buying fresh flowers. They add that effortless beauty and help bring the space to life. Another little rule I follow: use big baskets for quick everyday organizing. Like this one in the living room, it holds extra sweaters and throws. The one at the entryway, perfect for caps and mufflers. And this one in the bedroom, I bring it out when I'm dealing with freshly done laundry. This small apartment in Berlin has taught me to take responsibility for what I own by storing it, displaying it, or organizing it with care. Hope you enjoyed watching the video today. Here's Home Gupshup signing off. See you all next time.